Everyone, good day all. Today at Look, we're gonna look on few pairs. And remember, today is CPI, so we'll be looking at some USD pairs to anticipate the direction of the market for today. And also, I would like you to know that fundamental can drive technical either ways. Let's say, for example, you analyze a buy. When the news is being released, maybe the pair you are trying to buy, which you are expecting it to be weakening, likely to be strong, and it will move either ways. So let's look at technical part of it, and then we'll wait for fundamental side of it during the CPI. So firstly, I will be looking at gold. Alright, here is gold. As you can see on gold, price pushed up and price is still inside the range like I told us on the last video. As you can see, price is still inside the range. Look at it here. So now, aside that, price hits this our previous zone that we marked out. Remember, I told us that this was our sell zone. So price tapped into our sell zone, and that area is an area of resistance. It's an area of resistance, and I told us that anything that make price revisit this resistance, there might likely be a spike up to above it. Then price will likely keep going or drop down to the downside. And I told us that before price can be able to break this resistance, it has to come with a very strong momentum. And today we have CPI, so we might likely see something like that, something like this. We might likely see something like price breaking above it, then drop, or we are likely to see price breaks, then retest and continue to the upside by creating a new high. So currently now, technically, the market is expected to respect this zone. Alright, technically market is expected to respect this zone here. So we don't know what fundamental will have for us, but now looking at it now, gold is expected to drop from this zone technically because it has hit this our strong zone, and it's also a strong resistant level. So quickly, let's go to higher time frame. Let's look at daily first. Now looking at daily, you see some kind of structures here. As you can see, you see some kind of structures at this resistance, and these are orders that took price down. These are orders that took price down, and that's why you are seeing lots of rejections at that level. And also we have some rejections also below here where the price hits and also move to the upside, and these are orders also that took price to the upside. So on gold here now, our 2507.34 now is now weakened. It's no longer strong again because price has multiple pairs through it, so we are going to remove it. So now we have another level here which is 2485.78 as another strong level to pay attention to, and we have our zone above to pay attention to. So now currently looking at it now, gold is still ranging in between these two levels, the zone and this 2471.25 level. So currently it dropped to 2485.78, then I pushed to the upside. So currently now we are expecting it to do what? To come down. We are expecting it to come back down again. But now we have a very high impact news. Consumer price index CPI. We have a very high impact news, and this news add volatility to the market. It will give momentum to most of the USD pairs. So all what you have to do now is watch this zone. Alright, we have to watch the zone above. We have to watch this zone here. We have to pay attention to this zone All right, so we don't know how the news will do, because sometimes the news usually spikes. The likes of NFP last week spiked and started moving to the direction it was meant to go. So this likely might spike above the zone and drop, or spike down and move to the upside with a strong momentum and break the resistance, because there are lots of orders. We know a whole lot of traders are selling at that resistance, and we have few traders, because looking at the structures of rejections of candles at that resistance shows that we have lots of traders selling at the resistance. So we have fewer traders buying from the support of 24.71 and 24.85. So on gold, as it stands now, I'm expecting it to sell. Yeah, I'm expecting it to sell back to this point here, possibly, or come and hit 24.85.78. So today my bias on gold, technically, no fundamental, technically my bias on gold today technically is bearish. So quickly, let's go down to H1 and see what happens. So H1 also is looking bearish. As you can see, H1 is looking bearish. So this move that happened here last week, this was last week move, and if you check on H4, you will see that that was a last week move and a very kind of price displacement inefficiency that need correction, and the correction happened 100%. At most cases, sometimes the correction happened 50%. That was why I said sometimes when they pull back, when the market reaches 50% of the initial displacement, you should be taking your profits if you are buying for the fill up of the displacement. Sometimes we'll have to see it also happen 100%, fill it up 100%. So, and anytime market fill it up 100%, sometimes it continue to that direction. Let's say for example, as it fill it up now to the upside, sometimes it continue going to the upside. So looking at it now, we don't know what the news we have for us today, but currently price is at very strong level. This level price hit is a very, very strong level, so it needs a strong momentum, a kind of strong volatility in the market for it to be able to break above it. So anything that may price breaks above it and close above it, that means we are likely to have a new high on gold. But if it doesn't, that means it's going to come down and take out 24.85.78 and 24.71.25. So let's look at 15 minutes. Here on 15 minutes, so you can see if we look at it, you will see that we have some orders here for some persons that sold, and price have taken it out. So we are likely to see something like this. All right, should I use let me use trend line. I like it to see something like this, because looking at it now, if we use our trend line, you see that price breaks through the trend line. Price breaks through the trend line, then return back inside the trend line and closed. So we are likely to see price drop down to 24.85.78. so let's screenshot and save for later. Perfect. So now we are anticipating it to do what? To keep on dropping to 24.85.78. All right, that's it on good. Quickly, let's look at GBP USD. On GBP USD, I've been seeing some traders expecting a buy, and I'm seeing some traders expecting a sell. Remember last week our overall on GBP USD was sell. Our overall on GBP USD was sell, and as you can see, the arrow of the analysis is still here, and this point of the arrow is here where we are targeting. So we are expecting it to hit this support level here. So quickly, let's look at higher time frame daily. Here on daily, looking at it using the candlestick analysis and also breakout and retest, you see that the price break this support level of 31075, then came back and retest it today. It came back to retest it today. So now we are expecting it to do what? To continue dropping to the downside. We are expecting it to do what? To continue dropping to the downside. So if you missed my video of last week on this USD, do well to watch it today before coming back to this current video, because I explained what happened here. I explained what happened here, and the reason why the market is currently dropping, and why we should expect more drop on this GBP USD. So I explained everything about it. So looking at it now, this kind of retest of 31075 is an opportunity for us to do what? To look for entry and join the sell. It's an opportunity for us to join the sell. All right, so we have a kind of price displacement here also, so and a correction of it is needed. So looking at it, it will attract price down to this point. So on GBP USD, there's nothing much, because already we have made this analysis on it last week. So it's just for us to stay updated on what is currently happening on the pair. So looking at H4, also this is the level price hit. So currently price is kind of consolidating here due to the upcoming news that we'll have today. So, and I think price is waiting for the news before it will take its direction. So here on 1 hour, same thing, the accumulation of it is happening here. So currently USD pairs are just waiting for CPI before taking direction. So let's look at AUD USD. AUD USD will be the last pair for us to look at today. So on AUD USD, we have been selling AUD USD for a couple of days now. The analysis was made, and this was our target. All right, the arrow of the analysis is still there, and remember we took our entry here. All right, we took our entry here, and if you've missed or you have not watched my outlook on AUD USD, I break down what we should be expecting, and also the reason why we took our entry from here. All right, the reason why we took our entry from this zone was explained, and congratulations to anyone who is still holding. Our advice is to put partial profits, break even, and hold, because looking at this market from higher time frame, we break down from monthly down to weekly, down to daily, down to H4 on this pair before we came about the long-term direction of AUD USD to be bearish. So today we are expecting it to do what? To drop more and more, possibly to hit this point today during the CPI news. So on AUD USD, there's nothing much, because already analysis has been made on it on past videos. So it's just for us to have a heads up on it, so as not to be carried away by the news rumors and all that. So for us to stick around on this bias, technically, so we have to pay attention to all these things I just point out. Now currently, now you see that this market is also consolidating here because it's waiting for the news. Likewise, HBUSD doing similar things. So most USD pairs are waiting for the news to be released before they will take direction. So here, let me quickly just look at Euro USD. Right, Euro USD, I have not looked at it for some days now, so quickly let's open it. So on Euro USD, I've made the analysis earlier and I sent it on the general channel. If you are not on the general channel, please do well to join us on the general channel. So this was the analysis, and the arrow is still here. So I was expecting it to drop down to this 1.07824 level. So price dropped a little bit to this point, then pull back to this point here, pull back to this zone here, because this zone, if you check this shaded zone here, it tapped into it and start dropping again. It tapped into it and start dropping again. So we are still bearish on it. We're expecting it to keep on coming down to 1.07824 level. So let's look at daily. What have on daily? All right, here on daily, you see that price hit this point here. Let me show us here. See that price hit this point here, then currently making a kind of bullish candle, but will not conclude it because the day has not closed. So the daily candle is still forming here. Also H4 candle is still forming. So when I see a come a little push up, then during the news we'll see it drop to the downside. Just one thing about CPI is we usually have more of slippage and spikes, so I will advise everyone to trade with caution. Please trade with caution, especially on USD pairs. Just trade with caution because the market usually be increasing when we have CPI news. So guys, that's all I have for you guys today. So don't wait to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed on this channel, turn on the notification so that you will not miss any updates I drop here. And also, do wait to share the link with others so that they can benefit with you as well. So thank you for those sharing. Thank you for those liking, giving the videos thumbs up. I appreciate. So I will be making a huge announcement before the end of the week. If you check out, you will see a short I just uploaded. You can just watch it. So just a 1 minute short video. You can just watch it, and there's a kind of a hint about the news or updates I have for us. Thank you guys, and see you on the next video.